I just it's actually it's okay to record. I just want to find out your a list of is there like already a publication sort of document regarding the benchmark landscape per se? What's been discussed in this group?
Yeah, that is the first topic. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, this is March 6th of 2025. Welcome to the weekly benchmarking contributor sync. Yeah, please feel free to add topics to the talk. I think first question that Victor has was around do we have a talk or something capturing the benchmarking landscape and what we are discussing here. I think Ganesh shared a link to the weekly benchmarking sync. Are you able to access it, Victor?
Do you mind post a link in the Zoom chat?
Yeah, there's a link in the chat. So that's a link to the talk that you're seeing here that I'm sharing, right? So this one covers all the weekly discussions that we have here. It also has link to the inference perf repo over here, and here we also have the proposal and our yeah, so this is the original proposal on what we wanted to build for benchmarking here. And we have captured some of it in the design talk here as well. So yeah, feel free to take a look.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, the repo should have more info. Cool. And I see a couple of issues, one on parameterization and metrics client. You can take a look at those. Sachin, do you want to talk about these?
Yeah. So I think this is sort of the next big step for the project. At the moment, a lot of the main files parameters are hard-coded. We would want the ability to test different models, different types of tests, different rates, and so either we configure it through some kind of CLI flags or a config file. This would be like next important task. Wondering if anyone wants to take up this. So yeah, from the follow-up of the previous PR, I created some of the issues. So those are the issues.
Sounds good. Yeah, thanks for creating these ones. And anyone who wants to take up the specific ones, please leave a comment in the issue, and then we can assign it to you. The parameterization, now that we have a client which is able to send requests and process the response, it would be good to like start to parameterize things, like what is the request rate we want to send, and yeah, how long the test should run and all that. Yeah, if anyone wants to take that up, feel free to leave a comment. And this one is the...
Yeah, this one is an existing... yeah, this is a PR that I made for the metrics client. So this is sort of the last one more piece in our design doc. How do we connect to metrics clients like Prometheus and others? So there's a mock metrics client implementation so that we can extend to actual ones later. This sort of completes that framework.
Yeah.
Yeah, please review this and add any comments.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good to me. We can, yeah, it's a good start to have the basic client in place, and then we can add logic to pull in specific Prometheus metrics.
Hi Ashok, I've actually made some development with the ChatGPT data generator, but I had few doubts on the naming convention for the commits, and similarly like how to connect the uh, uh, PR to my issue. So I actually sent out a message to you over Slack. Maybe I can connect with you offline to get that done, and once I create the PR, I'll add the link here.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, sounds good. We can discuss more. Yeah, this would be a good next step, so we can actually send requests using a specific data set and then expand from there. This one, right?
Yeah, this one, yes.
Sounds good. Okay, any other topics?
There was an existing PR about the GitHub Actions. GitHub Actions seem to work from the last merge on main.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's.
The main branch, it seems to work. Yeah, that one. So we could add a few more things there now, more than formatting. I think Brendan started some work on this already, so we can follow up there.
Yeah, it's good to know that this is passing. So yeah, it would be good to, I think Brendan started a test PR. So
yep.
Yeah, maybe we can yeah, revive this and get this checked in so we can start adding more tests. Yeah, now that we are starting to get some actual logic in, it would be good to write some tests in parallel. We'll make a note. And Brendan, would you have some time to get that checked in?
Sure thing.
Okay, cool. I'll review it and then we can see from there. If others have any comments on the PR as well, feel free to add them there.
Hey Ashok, do you have guidelines on how to contribute to this repo?
Yeah, I think as long as you have signed the Kubernetes, like the CLA, you should be able to contribute.
Can you point me to that, or is it on the landing
yeah,
page?
Usually when you can basically create a merge request, like pull request directly, right? There is a step which actually checks whether, if you look at a PR like this, it usually checks whether you have signed the CNCF CLA, right? If not, it will have a link for you to sign it there. So yeah, that should work. But in general, the contribution guide is similar to what we do for other Kubernetes projects too. Like this link over here has that.
Okay.
Let me put it in the doc. Yeah, so that is mainly to get started with contributing, right? Eventually, if people want to be reviewers or approvers, there is a process to get Kubernetes membership if you already don't have one. And then, yeah, based on contributions to the repo, you can add people as reviewers and approvers. Sounds good. Any other topics from anyone? Open issues, if anyone is interested. Yeah, please leave a comment. There are quite a few issues that we can take up still. Yeah, just to quickly go over some of them. There are smaller requests like improving error handling. Right now, it's still pretty basic. And then we want to add the latency specific metrics that we mentioned in the doc. So that is something that we can take up, adding like the flags to the CLI tool itself when you run it to make it more configurable is one. We want to do tokenization to measure client side the number of tokens we are sending. So it gives us like exact idea of how many tokens we are sending as part of the prompt and what we are receiving. Yeah, to run the tests, we need to enable that workflow. I think Hugging Face dataset we are already adding. The first one is ShareGPT. There might be a few more. If anything is of interest, take a look there. And then in terms of model servers, I think we have one to add TGI and TensorRT LLM. If folks are interested, yeah, can add those two. Model server metrics, I think this is the one that Sachin shared earlier. We're just getting started here with the mock client. I think we need to add more logic there too. I think this part now works. Yeah, we can probably close it. Sachin, if you have any comments on that, or if you need anything more.
Yeah, I think if the basic implementation is there, so we can close this.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'll leave a comment and close that one. Right now, we are just sending requests that are waiting, right? Not streaming requests where it starts getting tokens as they are being produced. So that is something we need to add. Yeah, and the last one is the K6 tool. I think we already had some discussion here. We are punting it for now. Once we have the full tool, we can think of ways to extend it. Cool. So that's basically a rundown of all the things we have. If anything sounds interesting, feel free to pick up. Okay, I think that's all the topics for today. Any last comments? Okay, if not, we can end early today. And also for specific things, feel free to use the workgroup serving Slack channel. And if we think having a separate channel for the benchmarking group would make it easier and faster to have some of these conversations, maybe ping for reviews and all that, we can probably do that too, right? It might be more efficient than directly messaging specific folks. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you.